how you doing? I wanted to take some time to tell people about an upgrade that was available for the Dillon XL650. I'm sure it's available for other models as well, but this one here I just got through completing and I'm pretty happy with it. First off, about the press, it's the best press I've ever owned. I've owned many turret presses, single stage presses. My last one that I had was a lead Loadmaster. If I would have just went with the Dillon in the beginning, I would have saved a heck of a lot of money over time. But it's just my 2 cents worth. I know people have their own things about it, so we'll leave it at that. It was a great press to start with. There were a few things that I noticed about the press that, even though it put out good ammo all the time, there was several little annoying things that just worked on me to the point where I started to look for solutions. The first one was that this shell plate right here, as you would run the press, when it would click into position from one station to the next, when it got right about here, it would literally snap into position so hard that the powder in this station, station 2, or actually station 3, sorry, would actually spill out, and I would get accumulations of powder out here. And it wasn't enough powder that it would affect the charge that much. I mean, you're talking, you know, tenths of a grain. But when you're doing 500 to 1,000 shells, by the time you're done, it's a waste of powder, and frankly, it's all the effort you put into it to get your exact charges. It's just, you don't want to be losing powder. Plus, it makes cleanup a mess. So there was a mod out that took the stainless steel bearing that comes with the kit, which is this bearing right here that goes right under here, and the stock spring, which is here, and it also went under here, and you replace it with a phenolic bearing, which basically is, it looks like plastic, but believe me, it's harder than hell. I tested it just to see if I could scratch it or do anything with it, and it's definitely durable. The spring is a little less compression than this spring. When I felt it and put it in place, and I felt the original versus the replacement, you can feel a little bit of difference, but it's not substantially, just enough probably to make this turn and not snap into place. And I'll show you when I rotate the handle here in a minute. The other upgrade that was offered by this gentleman, and I'll put the link at the end of the video, but it was the bar that rides right here. I don't know if you can see it. We'll go around to this side. The bar that rides here, this is the replacement bar. And if you notice, it has a bearing on the end of it, okay, versus the original, which was right here. Now this is the original rod that went right here, and that's this rod here, for anybody that doesn't know. The original had a pencil point on it, which just basically made it scrape down the side of the plastic runner, and even though it worked, it was sort of crude. The gentleman that thought this up was, you know, obviously having the same problems, and I'll show you. You can see where it's worn. This is where it's worn, and then, you know, naturally it rides right up, right up the side here. But the major point is right here. You can see the wear, and it wears the plastic down as well on the slide. But then what happens is you always have to keep this greased, and if you don't keep changing the grease, what happens is it starts getting jittery. So that was part of the change as well. And then the other part of the change was under here is a little brass bushing that acts as a washer that you grease, and it makes this plate turn so much easier. And everybody's going to say, oh, well, you tightened this bolt down too much. No, I didn't. It didn't matter what I did. This is smoother. They sell another version out, and I notice it has sort of pin bearings in it, and it goes all the way around, and it has a washer on the top and a washer on the bottom, and that may work for you, but what I didn't like about that version was that when you put the clip on, which is the extractor clip that knocks the shell out, it didn't fit as well as this one. This one is the same diameter as the outside of this bolt, so it fits perfectly right over top of the washer. In fact, you can't even see the washer, and it's just a brass washer is all it is. It's maybe 1/8 inch thick, but it all works together. So when I operate the press, you'll see that that's the squeaky handle. When this snaps back, you don't even hear a snap. I mean, it's literally so quiet now. And if you notice, when I hit that point, it does not snap the shell plate in place. I mean, this was definitely something that was worth looking into. And I'll show you the bearing riding as well. Sorry about the video. Zoom in here. But these total were $68 for the roller bearing arm that came in, and the phenolic bearing with the spring, and the washer. And I think it's a definite investment that I would do again. Big difference. And you know, the guys from Alaska, I'll put his link on the bottom of the page. But if you want to upgrade your press, I mean, you don't have to go for the washer. The washer was probably not something that made a ton of difference, but you know, what the heck, for I think like a couple bucks it comes in the kit anyway. The biggest difference is the spring, the phenolic bearing right here, and that rod with that bearing on it. And big difference, a lot less, it's a lot smoother, much smoother. So, till the next time, happy reloading.